Hi, my name is Rebecca Fernandez, and this is my recap or presentation on uh, digital painting 2. Last month, I grew to be more comfortable with using and navigating Maya. Although I had many issues this past month, I had almost as many issues last month as well. And in this month, I actually had to redo basically this whole scene right here from scratch because I had an issue with Maya where it kept deleting my files or my progress. But once I got past those issues, I felt like I had a good understanding of Maya. Now that I had the opportunity to go through the process twice, I was able to actually fix a lot of different things, such as the texture right here on this little frame, and adding lighting, which doesn't really show here because it's just this render. Changing the texture in the wall as it looked almost like aluminum before, and then the telescope was almost reddish, so I changed the texture to a better color that would complement the scene more. I really enjoyed using the hypershade of Maya because it's interesting to discover the different ways you can use the tools and map it out and be able to select objects using these textures the same way that you would in the outlier. The most challenging thing in Maya for me was selecting the AOVs and the max samples. Yeah. Although it seems very simple to navigate, because AOVs are easy to miss, forgetting to add one is definitely an issue I had. I had to re-render an entire image, which took about an hour, just so that I can get the AOV in Nuke. One of my favorite things I learned was creating normal maps and textures in Photoshop. And then being able to incorporate it right into Maya. So I enjoyed looking up different textures, comparing them with other materials, and then creating a normal map for it. And once I was done, I could incorporate it into Maya, which I did for the balcony. With Nuke, it's like Maya. There are softwares that need time to learn, and the more you use it, the better you understand how to use it. Last month in Unity was more focused on lighting, and this month we incorporated both lighting and texturing, which allowed me to gain a better understanding of both softwares. A project I am most proud of is probably 1.1, creating and organizing materials, because I felt like I had a good grasp of texturing and assigning textures to objects. I also think I got a nice render, even though the two spheres down here could have had a bit more done to fix the grain. It looks really grainy right here. But it was a simple assignment that I believe I did fairly well on. One thing I enjoyed about learning in terms of like reflection, transmissive, and emission surfaces were seeing my peers' examples in our discussion, because some of the surfaces I didn't even know were considered emissive. Like one of my peers chose a flat screen as a specular reflection, a football for a diffuse reflection, and for a specular and diffuse reflection, they chose this little side of the TV here. Having a knowledge of materials and texturing will help in future classes because this understanding can help you better incorporate real-world examples and materials and textures to the digital world in your software. So, in my future classes, I am most excited to start the next digital painting class and hopefully start using Painter more. I can't wait to dive in and learn how to do more in the software in preparation for my future career.